The Challenger 2 main battle tank entered service in the British Army in 1994, although its development dates back to the 1980s. Since then, it has served in Yugoslavia, Eastern Europe, and Iraq in the Middle East, and not one model has ever been lost to enemy fire. Despite its impressive firepower and armor, the tank's turret is outdated by modern standards, especially its rifled gun barrel. Consequently, almost 25 years after its introduction on the battlefield, the British Army has decided to replace it with an improved version, the Challenger 3. According to the military, this new model will become the most lethal tank in all of Europe. The Challenger 3 program. On March 25, 2022, British Defence Procurement Minister Jeremy Quinn announced that the British Army would begin an ambitious conversion program to upgrade existing Challenger 2 tanks into Challenger 3 main battle tanks. Quinn mentioned that the Challenger 3 tanks will, quote, be at the forefront of the British Army's ground force deterrent against our adversaries. They will be equipped with the latest digital enhancements and weaponry, providing support and reassurance to our allies. Although the press release by the British Ministry of Defence was brief, Quinn noted that the Challenger 3 tanks will be upgraded by the German firm Rheinmetall BAE Systems for a cost of over €800 million. The contract will cover the delivery of 148 Challenger 3 tanks to the British Army by 2027. Although the Army initially envisioned buying brand new German Leopard 2 tanks, it ultimately settled for the conversion program for numerous reasons. The most important one was that by focusing on upgrading the Challenger 2's turret, the Army would inject new life into a time-tested design instead of investing in a brand new tank design. The minister also mentioned that a €25 million subcontract with Pearson Engineering will fit the Challenger 3's turret with state-of-the-art technology that will further enhance the armored vehicle's lethality, survivability, and surveillance capabilities. The Challenger 3 upgrades include a versatile turret that is fully compatible with the tanks of other NATO allies, high-velocity ammunition with increased speeds and ranges, a new automatic target detection and tracking system, and front and rear thermal cameras with an innovative day and night image system. Of all the upgrades, the most innovative one is the replacement of the Challenger 2's rifled gun barrel for a 120mm smoothbore gun. This new option will put the British tank in line with most NATO ones, as the British were the last ones to use a rifled gun barrel for their armored vehicles. Challenger 3 senior responsible owner, Brigadier Nick Coey, told the press, quote, "I'm really excited at this key milestone in the Challenger 3 program being activated on schedule. The turret fabrication being conducted here by Pearson Engineering is crucial for the delivery of a fully digitized turret, ensuring that our modernized main battle tank is the most lethal in Europe." Improved situational awareness. The updated Challenger 3 will also improve the situational awareness of its tank crews, thanks to the incorporation of digital crew stations. Like the Challenger 2, the new vehicle will still be manned by a crew of 4, comprising a commander, gunner, driver, and loader. The updated long-range thermal panoramic sights and optics will increase the tank crew's distance to detect all types of objects, including hostile threats. This will give the tank crews more time to prepare for combat and adjust their tactics accordingly. Additionally, the front and rear thermal cameras will significantly increase the tank's capacity to detect any hostile threats approaching from any direction. This WASAD, or Wide Area Search and Detection capability of the Challenger 3, will also feature unique thermal modes for operations during day and night environments, bolstering its all-weather effectiveness. A €90 million subcontract with Thales Group includes panoramic and fixed azimuth weapon aiming sights for the commander and the gunner, while the inclusion of a new data link will also bolster the communication between tank crews, resulting in better team coordination and tactics during combat scenarios. What's more, the entirely digitized Challenger 3 and its multi-domain integration will enable interoperability with other friendly vehicles in combined armored battalions. And thanks to its electronic architecture, The Challenger 3 will support future upgrades in the upcoming decades to ensure its combat readiness. Lieutenant General Chris Tickell, the Deputy Chief of the General Staff, said that all these electronic upgrades are part of a digitized backbone that will ensure that the Challenger 3 can be fully integrated into existing platforms that share data in real time. Quote, "The integrated review described a transformed army that will be more lethal, better protected, and better connected than any of its comparators. The Challenger 3 is a manifestation of exactly that change and will sit at the heart of our warfighting capability. Its digital open architecture will ensure that it is integrated across the battlefield. Its main armament will overmatch its adversaries, and the crew will be afforded a unique level of protection. This means that the upgradability of the Challenger 3 will allow it to fight in different types of terrain, including littoral environments, where it can be used by the future commando force. Finally, during the last few years, the British Army has proven that the Challenger 2 can be transported by Royal Marine platforms during military exercises in the Baltic region, and the Challenger 3 will be no exception. Upgraded turret and armor. Rheinmetall's L55A1 120mm smoothbore gun will put the Challenger 3 at the vanguard of the latest tank gun designs, as it will significantly increase the tank's accuracy, range, and penetrating power. This high-pressure cannon will also allow the Challenger 3 to fire different types of ammunition, including temperature-independent kinetic energy rounds, a new programmable multi-purpose ammunition, such as high-explosive and high-velocity ammunition. And if that wasn't enough, the Challenger 3 will also use an advanced fire control system. Thanks to a state-of-the-art tracking system that detects, identifies, and tracks targets, it will feature automatic target detection. Such an effective system will allow the Challenger 3 crew to autofocus on a specific objective and even queue up several targets. Currently, the Challenger 2 remains one of the most protected main battle tanks in the world, and the Challenger 3 program will make sure to follow this legacy by providing an increased layer of protection to the four-man crew with a new modular armor system to cover the hull and the turret. In addition, a laser warning system and an active protection system will allow the crew to identify incoming threats and react accordingly, while a more powerful engine and a new engine cooling system will allow the 65-ton vehicle to reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. One feature that will also bolster the Challenger 3's effectiveness is the ability to fire while on the move, thanks to a third-generation hydro-gas suspension system that stabilizes the vehicle to increase firing accuracy. Expected deliveries. The British Army used to have over 900 main battle tanks during the Cold War and up to Operation Desert Storm, but it has now reduced its tank fleet by about 35%. If everything goes according to plan and without delays, the first 18 Challenger 3 tanks will be ready by 2027 and up to 148 by 2030. Still, it remains to be seen if the Challenger 3 will reclaim the throne from the most lethal European tank when pitched against the Russian T-14 Armata, which is also currently in development. Thank you for watching our video. Please like and subscribe to our Dark Documentaries channels to find more exciting historical content. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified of our newest videos. Also, let us know what you think of the conversion program of the Challenger 3 in the comments below. Stay tuned.